Hey everybody, welcome back. So here's a update on the Ultra. So on Sunday I spent the majority of the day pulling the engine out, and then once we had the engine out, I dragged this thing out to the driveway and pressure washed it and got it really clean, waiting for the engine to be put back in. I also went up to New Hampshire and I picked up this hood from Tri-State Power Sports in Hinsdale, New Hampshire, and this hood actually cost me nothing. So those of you who are subscribed to my channel, you may remember the XCR project from last year. We picked up an Indy Trail as a parts machine, and we used a lot of the parts on that machine for the extra 10 swap and everything else, reverse, so on and so forth. And basically what was left of that machine was brought up to Tri-State. They gave me a credit for it, and essentially I used the credit to grab the hood and some other odds and ends. So this hood cost me nothing, which is good to keep the cost down. So even though this is an XLT hood, it really doesn't matter because all the graphics are going to be stripped off of it, but it's the same paint code as the Ultra. So what's nice about this hood is there's no damage on it. There's no cracks or tears or anything like that. Other than a little bit of oxidation and some tree rubs on it, the paint on it is in very good condition for a machine of 25 years of age. So what we're going to do is we're going to strip the decals on it, and then we'll go after it with some buffing wheels and some cleaners and some compounds and get it looking good again. That nose cone is just on there temporarily. What we'll do is we'll pick up a matching nose cone from an XLT and put it on there. We'll strip that as well, and again clean the hood and compound it and get it ready for the Ultra graphics. And when we're at that point, still got to work on the seat. So the fact that we will have no paint work on this Sled at all is a huge time saver, so we won't have to worry about that. Right, so let's talk about the engine. So when I went and looked at the Sled, it ran poorly. And talking to the owner, it was pretty evident that he had no intention of fixing it, and this machine was definitely parked for a reason. So again, it ran, but it ran poorly, and when you actually rolled it over, you could actually hear a noise coming from the lower end. And when it did ran, it backfired, and when it backfired, I saw a backfire coming out of the oil seal. So looking at the oil seal, you'll see right down there, there's actually a hole in the seal. So what's going on with the engine is it needs a crank, which is fine. That's to be expected. The crank also has rust on it from it sitting outside. Again, that really wasn't much of a surprise. So we're doing a full tear down on this engine, so that'll be good. So another good thing about the engine is the top end looks in very good condition. Looking into the cylinders, everything looks very good. I don't see any evidence of burn down on the pistons. I can still see the original crosshatch on the Nicosil, so we're looking very good on that. What I do suspect also is going on with this crank, I believe it's out of phase. Just because when it was running, it wasn't running great, and it actually backfired a couple of times. So I have a feeling this crank is also out of phase. What we'll do prior to the teardown, I'm going to show you a very simple process of what you can do to check if you suspect your engine is out of phase. So that will be posted before the teardown video, and so look forward to that. All right, so that's where we're at with the Ultra. If there's any thoughts, questions, comments, whatever, leave them in the comments box, and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. And as always, thanks for watching, and have a great day.